what a weekend. BKFC 40. It's Monday afternoon. I'm just starting to feel a bit human again. But yeah, just reflecting on the show as a whole. I saw Danny Christie had put a video on YouTube, like recapping over the fight and stuff, and what can I say, what a humble guy. Congratulations, a really respectful man. He said a lot of kind words about OMSI after the fight and in this video as well. Now I think they've agreed a rematch, which I'd definitely pay to see. You know, two top tier fighters like that, when they go against each other, the better man turns up on the day and usually wins. But the case is sometimes that it can change, and that's why you get rematches on, so that's one I definitely want to see. The BKFC as a whole, fantastic venue, Planet Ice, a little bit cold. The stage placement were perfect, the lighting and sound were decent. Couple of little pickups I had, which I'm sure Andy Bakewell will appreciate. It's just constructive criticism was my table for some reason, I don't know why, and there's no reason behind it. We didn't get given it, it was just kind of given us at random. But our table placement was just a bit, it's probably the worst table in the venue. It was right where, once the fighters leave the ring and they walk out, the security lift the fence up and right onto our table for the fighters to walk out, which were good because obviously me and Josh were filming, we were commentating some of the fights and filming a little bit of a vlog which we'll be posting this week, so stay tuned. And yeah, we got to, you know, congratulate the fighters as they left the ring and speak to them a little bit, which was good. But after a while, the crowd started realising this is where the fighters come out, and they all started grouping around our table then, and, you know, knocking cameras and spilling drinks and all that sort of stuff, which let it down for us a little bit. And then the security, like, when we're telling these people, like, watch out, can you move? They're like, no, move, like, you need to move. And I'm like, no, we just paid for this table. Like, what do you mean we need to move? Like, open a fence somewhere else, what you're talking about. So that kind of ruined it a little bit. For us, anyway. And then one more thing was the Danny Christie and Holmes fight. I don't know what happened, whether it was just a technical error or the sound guy forgot to turn up for this fight, but they just didn't play the walkout songs for either Danny or OMSI. We just looked up and Danny was in the ring bouncing around ready, and we were like, hey, have we missed his walkout? And then OMSI, which we know he's put a lot of time and effort into making the walkout song, and, you know, he's got reasons behind the songs that he chose, and usually a walkout song's to get you fired up and get the crowd ready, and, you know, you picked the perfect song and they just didn't play it, which was a bit of a shame for me. And I'd have probably refused to walk out right there. I'd have been like, I'm not walking out until my song's done. But two guys just wanted to get in there and do the business, so they didn't wait around, they got in, so fair play to them. But they're the only things that I could pick up, and hopefully, you know, BKFC will click onto that and carry over into the next show that they put on. I'm sure they'll just positively progress that. But yeah, BKFC, you know, the night, the fighters, big congratulations to Johnny Graham, who's on the podcast. He said that he's going to put fireworks on and he's going to get an early stoppage, and that's just what he did against a durable fighter in Will Cairns. Robbie Kennedy, unfortunately, broke his hand in the first round. I just saw his x-ray photo this morning. It doesn't look good for him, but still managed to fight on another few rounds as well, which not a lot of people would do, and also not a lot of people would step into that ring. We saw a little bit of trouble kicking off in the crowd, which, you know, you expect at these sort of events. People let it all build up, especially if the guy that they're coming to watch gets beat. But yeah, people need to leave it to the people fighting in the ring, and that's where the real balls are. But yeah, and then we move on to OMSI. It was disheartening and a bit upsetting to watch someone who obviously I'm close to, and I see how much hard work and dedication he puts in leading up to fights and around fighting, in and out of the ring. You know, it's his life, and I know he'll come back stronger than ever and he'll bounce back, but it's a bit of a pill to swallow, you know. But you know what, like I just said, Danny Christie said he was going to come in and he predicted that we were going to stop OMSI, which nobody else has done, and he came in and he did it in the 4th round. He even said in his little video that he posted on YouTube yesterday that he thinks that OMSI won the first 3, which, I mean, you know what, I can see from a friend of OMSI's, yeah, fair play, he's won 3 rounds, but, you know, as a non-biased, I'd say the first 2 went to OMSI and the 3rd round was debatable. But yeah, we've got OMSI on the pod today, so we'll find out what his side is. And yeah, what a night, what a weekend, and I'm looking forward to the next show, so well done everybody. We've got some big podcasts coming out this week that we've filmed last week, and then we've got some interesting characters coming on, and we're going to try and get Danny Christie back on. He said to us before his fight, win or lose, he's coming on the show. He wants to come back on the podcast and, you know, talk some more, which we'll be very excited to talk about some more stuff, because we only got an hour last time, and I know he's got a lot more stories than what he got to tell on the podcast, and then obviously he can reflect on the fight on there as well. It'd be good if we could get them both on the show at the same time. I don't know if that's an option. Probably speak to Anthony today. I know Danny would probably be up for that. Let's just see if OMSI is as well. And yeah, stay tuned.